Welcome to Trainz. Hello there, friends, and welcome to another episode of Trainz Reviews. My name is Kevin, and today we're going to be taking a look at something a little bit special. This is a Lionel 701. It's a O-gauge Pennsylvania Railroad 060 switcher. Now, this is a pre-war locomotive. They were built from 1939 until 1942. So this little guy in here could be up to 86 years old. And that's one of the things that I used to think about a lot whenever I check these guys in. Is what kind of a history has this toy been through? Think about it, 1939. The United States isn't in the war yet, but there is a war going on. Who knows how old that little boy was when he first received this as a Christmas present? What happened to his family? Did his father get drafted after Pearl Harbor? Was this, the last kind of gift that he got? Obviously, we don't know for sure, but I think you can understand how easy it is to imagine these stories, especially when you have toys that are almost a century old. Now, this is based on the Pennsylvania Railroad B6 series of steam switchers. They were built from 1902 until about 1920, from what I can remember correctly, and there are three main variations. The first started off with a Bel-Pair firebox. They were originally built as saturated steam engines. They added superheating later and called it the B6S. There was the B6SA, which had a radial firebox. So instead of the Bel-Pair, it was rounded like the rest of the boiler. And then there was the B6SB, which went back to the Bel-Pair firebox, but changed out the Stevenson valve gear for Walshert valve gear. And its cylinders, the tops, were canted outward because they placed the valve, instead of on the outside, they placed it on the inside. So looking at all that, I think we're gonna call this mostly like a B6 or B6S because we do have the Bel-Pair firebox, but our steam cylinders are canted inward at the top rather than outward. So that's your little history of spotting information right there. Now, we've graded this C7, which is excellent based on appearance. Now, that does take into account this is almost a century old. So there are instances where the paint has chipped. There are little bits of rust and other, cosmetic issues, but they're ones that you would expect for something that has been around for 86 years. So to connect the two of them, it has this awesome plug here and the little drawbar. So let's see if we can hook it up. Put that into the back of the cab. Put this over the bar here. And there we go. I don't want to manhandle this too much given how old it is and given how rare these are, especially in this condition. So I'm sure whatever future collector decides to purchase this and put this on their shelf, you probably appreciate if I don't play around with it too much. So until next week, keep your rails clean.
Trainz.com. Making dreams come true. One train at a time.